Shri Sai Ram. Dear students, welcome to the session. Today, let's discuss the third important chapter, that is climate, soil, natural vegetation and animals of Karnataka. So in this chapter, we have divided this chapter into three parts. Today, let's discuss the first part. So, in this chapter, we are going to study all the three parts put together. We are going to study about these features. The first one is main features of the climate of Karnataka. We are going to study in this full chapter. These are the important aspects. The first one is main features of the climate of Karnataka. We are going to study about climate of Karnataka. Second is to know about the seasonal changes in the climate of Karnataka. Seasons, different seasons we are going to study. The third one is understand the seasonal distribution of rainfall in Karnataka and its effects. The rainfall in Karnataka and its effects. The next one is types and distribution of soil. Different types of soil in Karnataka. And the types, distribution of natural vegetation and animals of Karnataka state. Mainly, three important parts we are going to discuss in this chapter. The first is climate and seasons. The second one is soils, different soils of Karnataka state. And third one is natural vegetation and wildlife. These are the three important factors which we are going to discuss in this chapter. So in the first part, let's discuss, that is the climate of our Karnataka state. So generally you heard the word the climate and weather. So what do you mean by climate? Very good. Climate nothing but the weather condition of a particular place in general or over a long period of time. The climate means the weather condition of a region in general or over a period of long time. That is called or known as the climate. So weather is different and climate is different. Weather for only small region, climate for vast area. Weather changes day to day and time to time. Climate remains the same for over a long period. So this is the major difference between the climate and weather. So now we are climate. So Karnataka has tropical monsoon climate. Here are the two important words, tropical and as well as monsoon. We have in Karnataka state tropical monsoon climate. So what do you mean by tropical? What do you mean by monsoon? Tropical in the sense, in the first chapter we have discussed, that is India located in northeastern hemisphere. One of the most important imaginary line, 23.5 degree north. Tropic of Cancer passes through middle of our country and divides the India into two parts. So southern part and northern part. In southern part of India, our Karnataka state. So here we have the tropical monsoon climate. As India is located in southern part, or as India is located in the northeastern hemisphere, our Karnataka state is located in southern part of India. So because of that, Karnataka is very close to the equator. That is the reason the Karnataka located between the tropics, so that we have tropical climate. Tropical means nothing but the region which is located between the tropics. The region which located between the tropic is called tropical region. So Tropic of Cancer So towards the south of the tropical Cancer, Karnataka state is there. That is why it is tropical. And what do you mean by monsoon? The word monsoon is derived from the Arabic word mosam, which means the season. So season, it is a seasonal wind. Wind means, the horizontal movement of the air is called wind. So monsoon is a seasonal wind which blows in the particular season. So that is tropical and monsoon type of climate we have. Karnataka is located between the tropics. That is why tropical. And we have the monsoon wind which blows in the particular season. That type of climate Karnataka experiences. Tropical monsoon climate. Next is the main characteristics of this climate. Generally hot and moist. Very hot. The tropical climate is very hot because it is very close to the equator. Near to the equator, the temperature will be very high. High temperature near the equator. That is why very hot and moist. Both these are the two important characteristics of the tropical monsoon climate. One is hot and moist. Next is summers and hot summers and also cold and dry winters. Summers are very hot and moist. Here summers are very hot and moist and cold and dry winters. Winter season will be very cold and dry. Summers are very hot and moist. Winter very cold and dry. Summer hot and moist. Winter. There is a diversity in the climate of the state. The full Karnataka state climate is not same. Different parts we can see different climate. Northern part of Karnataka, different climate. Southern part of Karnataka, different climate. Eastern part of Karnataka, different climate. And western part of Karnataka, different types of climate. That is because of so many factors. The main reason for the diverse factors, diverse climate. The main reason for the diverse climate in Karnataka state, northern part experiences different climate, southern part experiences different climate, eastern part different climate, western part different climate. That is because of different types of different causes. The main causes or reasons for that is, one is, it is mainly influenced by the geographical location. The location of the place, where the place is located, whether the particular place in Karnataka state located in the east or west or north or south, that location mainly impact on the climate. And next is oceans. Towards the west of our Karnataka state, the water body, Arabian Sea is there, ocean, that makes the great influence on the climate of Karnataka. That is why, which are the places very close to the coastal region, there it experiences different climate, and the places which are away from the coastal region experiences different type of climate. And physical features. In the second chapter of 9th class we have discussed the physiographic divisions of Karnataka. Can you name the three important physiographic divisions of Karnataka? The first one is coastal plain. Second one, Malnad region. Third is the Maidan region. So these are the three important physiographic divisions of Karnataka state. So coastal plain. The coastal plain is very close to the sea. There we have different climate. And the second important physiographic division, that is Malnad region, it receives heavy rainfall. That is the western part of Western Ghats. And Maidan region, that is eastern part of the Western Ghats, the rain shadow area, very less rainfall. This is how it differs. That is called physical features. Next is vegetation and monsoon winds. Vegetation, dense forest, dense and thick evergreen forest, and some areas we can see deciduous forests. That we are going to discuss in the next part. But this vegetation also impact on the climate of a particular place. And monsoon winds. Monsoon is a seasonal wind which blow in the particular season. That is because of the wind which blows in that particular season, it changes the climatic situation, or climatic change also takes place. So that is why the annual temperature and also distribution of rainfall, it is not same in all the places. Because of all these factors, oceans, geographical location, physical features, vegetation and monsoon winds, because of all these factors, the temperature is not same, and also rainfall is also not same in all the places. Some places may experience very hot climate, hot temperature. In some other place moderate, in some place very low temperature, and some place may get heavy rainfall, and some place may get very less or scanty rainfall, and some of the places may get moderate rainfall. So this is because of all these factors. So now climatic seasons. What are the climatic seasons? So climatic seasons, mainly they are classified on the basis of the, over a period of 1 year, on the basis of the different categories, different situations and different factors which influence. They divided the climate of India, climate of Karnataka into 4 parts. So namely the summer season. Summer season starts from March to May. March, April and May, that is called the summer season. The second one is the rainy season from June to September. And the third one is the period of retreating monsoon season, that is the October and November. And winter season, December to February. These are the 4 important seasons of Karnataka state. For over a period of 1 year, they have divided the climate of Karnataka into 4 seasons. One is summer season from March to May, and rainy season June to September, and the period of retreating monsoon season, that is from October to November, and the winter season from December to February. These are the 4 important seasons of Karnataka state. Yes, next is the summer season first. The first important climatic season. There are 4 important climatic seasons in Karnataka state, namely the summer season, the second one is rainy season, the third is the retreating monsoon season, and fourth is the winter season. Now let's discuss one by one, that is the summer season. So in this summer season, during the summer season, it is very hot and sultry. Sunshine will be more hot, more sunshine. This is the major impact or major feature of the summer season. Very hot and dry and sultry. After March, temperature goes on increasing. Temperature increases uniformly all over the state and reaches the maximum during the April and May month. After March, start increasing uniformly throughout the state and reaches the maximum in the month of April and May. In April and May, it reaches the maximum temperature. So Raichur, the Raichur district, it is recorded the highest temperature, that is 45.6 degrees Celsius. That is the highest recorded temperature in Karnataka state, the Raichur, that is 45.6 degrees Celsius temperature. It is the hottest place in Karnataka state. So temperature goes on increasing from March and reaches the maximum level in the month of April and May. The highest temperature which is recorded in Karnataka state, that is 45.6 degree in Raichur district. That is the highest temperature which recorded in Karnataka state. The situation will be like this: the sultry and very hot and dry, and temperature goes maximum that is 45.6 degrees Celsius, the highest temperature in Karnataka state, which is recorded in Raichur. So the temperature is high even in the other districts of northern Maidan. Raichur is the highest temperature which is recorded. It is not only in Raichur, the maximum temperature is 45.6, and also other districts of Karnataka, that is in the Maidan region, it is also very hot. That is some of the districts, that is Bidar, you can say that Bidar and Gulbarga or Kalburgi, these are some of the important districts. Vijaypura, these are the districts where we can see the maximum temperature. And the whole of Karnataka experiences hot climate conditions during the summer season. The whole Karnataka experiences very hot. Even if it is the located region, district located in the Malnad region and even in the coastal region also, the temperature will be very high. The humidity is lower in the northern Maidan than the southern Maidan. So this is the Maidan region. This part is Maidan region. So northern Maidan and southern Maidan. So here the humidity is lower in the northern Maidan than the southern Maidan. Here humidity will be low. What is the meaning of humidity? Humidity means the amount of water vapor present in the air. The amount of water vapor present in the air, that is water vapor because of temperature. Because of the temperature, water vapor. So the amount of water vapor present in the air is called or known as humidity. That humidity will be low in the northern part compared to the southern part. In summer, due to the great evaporation, because of more temperature, water changes the form. Water has three forms. One is liquid, gaseous and solid. So water changes the form because of the temperature from liquid to gaseous, that is evaporation. This evaporation, the great evaporation, rain-bearing clouds are produced and also they bring conventional rain along the lightning and also thunder. In this summer season, because of the temperature, water vapor rises up and forms the clouds and causes heavy rainfall with lightning and also thunder. In this April and May month, you might have noticed we receive heavy rainfall because with the thunder and also lightning. That is because of this reason the evaporation rises up and forms the clouds and causes convectional rainfall. What do you mean by convectional rainfall? In the precipitation means rainfall. There are different types of rainfall. The one type of rainfall is the convectional rainfall. Convectional rainfall in the sense the water vapor rises up and forms the clouds and causes heavy rainfall in that particular place. It is called convectional rainfall. So here we get heavy rainfall along with the thunder and also lightning, and also sometimes hailstones also forms. Hailstones falling. The falling of hailstones also happens during this summer season. And sometimes the fall of hailstones also takes place during the summer with this lightning and also thunder, heavy rainfall. So this is the rainfall. And this generally takes place for a short time during the afternoon, since these showers enable the flowering of coffee plants. So during this month, April and also May month, this shower or rainfall, convectional rainfall, causes the different changes in different plants. For example, coffee plants, flowers, blossoms, and mangoes, ripening of mangoes takes place with the help of this rainfall. So that is why they are called in different names. So because it causes the rainfall, that rainfall causes the coffee flowers to blossom. That is why they are called or known as the cherry blossoms, and also that showers or rainfall causes the ripening of mangoes. Due to that reason, it is also called as mango showers. The cherry blossom and mango showers, because what the rainfall we get in the month of April and May, that causes the flower to blossom, coffee flower to blossom. That is why they are called cherry blossoms. And it also causes the ripening of the mangoes. Due to that reason, it is called the mango showers. So about only 7% of the rainfall out of 100, only 7% of the rainfall we get during the summer season. This is about the summer. Summer season starts from March to May in Karnataka state. During this summer, the temperature will be very high. The highest temperature which is recorded in Raichur, that is 45.6 degree Celsius. And other districts also experiences maximum temperature like Bidar, Vijaypura and Kalburgi. And the humidity will be lesser in the northern Maidan than the southern Maidan. And during this time or this particular months, we get rainfall also. That rainfall is called known as convectional rainfall because of the evaporation, because due to the high temperature, lightning and also with thunder, we get rainfall. It causes the coffee flowers to blossom and also ripening of the mangoes. That is why they are called cherry blossoms and also mango showers. So this is about the summer season. So next is the second important season, that is rainy season. Rainy season from June to September. June to September. So here, this is also known as the season of southwest monsoon winds. Southwest. So southwest, south and also left side of the map is called western part. So southwestern side monsoon, there Indian Ocean is there and Arabian Sea is there, and that side we have Bay of Bengal. So the wind blows from this southwest towards the northeast. Wind blows from southwest towards the northeast. That is called or known as the rainy season. Southwest monsoon season it is called. Southwest monsoon season. The Western Ghats, the wind which is blowing from the Arabian Sea and also Indian Ocean, they are checked by the Western Ghats. Because of that, Western Ghats check that rain bearing winds, monsoon winds. So it causes heavy rainfall in that region. So as it moves towards the eastward, and also amount of rainfall gets reduced. When it's moving towards the eastern side, the amount of rainfall reduced, because the most of the clouds are checked by the Western Ghats. As it is moving towards the east, rainfall reduces. That eastern part of Karnataka state in the rain shadow area, and western part is heavy rainfall. It causes heavy rainfall. So this is because the eastern Maidan is in the rain shadow area. That is why the eastern part of Karnataka state gets less rainfall than the western part. Agumbe is one of the place which gets heavy rainfall in Karnataka state. Agumbe is receiving highest rainfall in Karnataka state. That is why it is called as Cherrapunji of South India. In India, the highest rainfall received by the place called Mawsimram in Cherrapunji, near Cherrapunji in Meghalaya. Meghalaya means nothing but the land of clouds. That place gets heavy rainfall in India. Like that, in Karnataka state, the place called Agumbe gets heavy rainfall. Agumbe is the recorded the highest rainfall in Karnataka state. So Bhagamandala and also Hulikal are the other places of heavy rainfall. Bhagamandala and Hulikal. Look at the picture also, Bhagamandala, that gets heavy rainfall. Bhagamandala and also Hulikal, these are the two other important places like Agumbe which gets heavy rainfall. Agumbe gets highest rainfall in Karnataka state. Other than Agumbe, Bhagamandala and also Hulikal also gets heavy rainfall. And Nayakanahatti near Chellakere in Chitradurga. Nayakanahatti near Chellakere in Chitradurga, that is the place which gets very, very low rainfall or very less rainfall. Highest rainfall in Karnataka state is Agumbe. Lowest rainfall, Nayakanahatti in Challakere in Chitradurga. Nayakanahatti near Challakere in Chitradurga, that gets heavy, very, very low rainfall. Agumbe gets heavy rainfall. Nayakanahatti near Challakere in Chitradurga gets very low rainfall. So during this rainy season, the entire state temperature is very high. The entire state temperature will be high during this particular season. So as a result of that, relative humidity is also very high. When the temperature is high, humidity also will be very high. So there is a cloudy atmosphere. Because of that, during this rainy season, Karnataka receives about 80% of its total rainfall. 80% of the total rainfall of Karnataka state received in the rainy season. Only 7% of the rainfall received in the summer season. 80% of the rainfall received in the rainy season. This helps in the cultivation of different kinds of crops or different varieties of crops. Look at the picture. Sugarcane, paddy, and different types of other pulses also grown in Karnataka state. That is depending on the rainfall which receives that particular, the amount of rainfall received by the particular place. So like this, it causes, it is the reason for growing different varieties of crops. Paddy, which requires more water, sugarcane, and also other crops also grown in Karnataka state, but it's because 80% of its Karnataka state's rainfall received in the rainy season. So this is also called, the next is retreating monsoon season. The third important season is retreating monsoon season. The first one is summer season from March to May. 7% of the rainfall received in that particular time. And next is rainy season, 80% of the total rainfall received in that particular time. And next is retreating monsoon season. Rainy season is also called as southwest monsoon season, but this retreating monsoon season is also called as northeast monsoon season. It is also called as northeast monsoon season. Rainy season, southwest monsoon. Rainy season, that is from June to September, is called southwest monsoon. It means wind blows from sea to land. Wind blows from sea to land, from Arabian Sea and Indian Ocean towards the land. And during the month of September, that is retreating monsoon, that is wind blows from land to sea, from northeastern side to southwestern side. That is why northeastern monsoon it is called. Because of the low temperature, temperature decreases. When the temperature is high, pressure will be low. When temperature is very high, pressure will be low. Low pressure will be there. So always wind blows from high pressure to low pressure area. Wind blows from high pressure to low pressure area. Here two masses are there. This is for your information. Two masses, land mass and water mass. So when the temperature is high, the land mass will be heated so quickly than the water. When it is heated land mass, pressure will be very low. But during that time, water mass is still hot, still cold. So pressure is very high because of the low temperature, high pressure. So wind blows from sea to land. When the temperature decreases, the high pressure area created on the land. So then the wind start blowing from northeast towards the southwest, means from land to sea. That is only retreating monsoon season. So here, due to the decrease in temperature and increase in the pressure, when the temperature decreases on the land mass, pressure automatically increases. Because of that, the wind blow from northeast to the southwest. That is why they are called retreating monsoon season. The wind which is blowing from northeast towards the southwest. From southwest it is called rainy season. From northeast it is called retreating monsoon season. These winds are dry because they blow from the land. The southwest monsoon or wind are blowing from the sea to land. That is why they are wet. Moisture will be more. But northeastern wind, which is blowing from the land to sea, they are very dry. They are dry winds. So these winds which blow from the Bay of Bengal and they bring a little rain to the districts of Southern Maidan. So Southern Maidan districts which gets little rainfall because of the retreating monsoon. Besides, due to the cyclone, you might have seen that in the month of December and November and December, sometimes we get rainfall. Though it is not the rainy season, we get rainfall. That is because of the cyclonic effect. You might have heard the word cyclonic effect. So because of the cyclone coming from the Bay of Bengal, during this retreating monsoon season, we get the rainfall. So during this season, our Karnataka state receives nearly 12% of the rainfall. 7% of the rainfall in summer season, 80% of the rainfall in rainy season, and 12% of the rainfall in retreating monsoon season. This is the period the weather condition is uncertain. The weather condition will be uncertain. Sometimes suddenly the cloudy weather, sometimes sunny, and sometimes it may cause rainfall. So this is uncertain weather condition can be seen in particular time retreating monsoon season. So next is the winter season. So winter season from December to February. So here this is the maximum and also minimum. You know, in the summer season maximum temperature is 45.6 degree, which is recorded in Raichur. Here the minimum temperature recorded in Belagavi, it is 6.7 degree. In the winter season, the minimum temperature, that is 6.7 in Belagavi. So temperature is in the summer, it is also high. Extreme climate it is because it is away from the water bodies. That is why that region experiences the extreme climate. In summer it is very hot, in winter it is very cool. See, in the winter, Belagavi, the least temperature is 6.7 degree. And there is a low temperature in the other northern districts like Vijaypura, Kalaburgi and Bidar. In these places also temperature very low. But in summer temperature will be very high. In winter temperature will be very low. That is because these districts are away from the coastal region or water bodies. So rainfall during the winter is very low, very less. During the winter season, very less rainfall. So only 1% of the total rainfall is received during this winter season. So 7% in summer, 80% in rainy season, 12% in retreating monsoon season, and 1% in the winter season. Like this, our Karnataka state get rainfall and maximum temperature and minimum temperature, all these things. Now let's see another important aspect, that is distribution of rainfall. This distribution of rainfall is not same in all the places of Karnataka state. As I already told you, Agumbe gets heavy rainfall. And Nayakanahatti in Chalakere in Chitradurga district gets very low rainfall, and some other places moderate rainfall. Like this, different places gets different types of rainfall. That is called or known as distribution of rainfall. It is not evenly distributed, uneven distribution. The Malnad and also coastal plains receives heavy rainfall. In the physiographic divisions of Karnataka, 3 divisions are there: coastal plain, Malnad region and Maidan. So among these 3, 2, coastal plain and also Malnad region gets heavy rainfall, but Maidan region gets very low rainfall. So often in the eastern Maidans are the areas of low rainfall, the eastern Maidan sides. We move towards the eastern part of Karnataka state, very less rainfall. Often drought and also floods occur because of the uneven and also uncertain rainfall. Rainfall is uneven and also uncertain it is. That is why sometimes heavy rainfall it causes and causes the floods. And sometimes no rainfall only. It is unevenly distributed, uneven and uncertain also. Suddenly heavy rainfall takes place and causes floods. And sometimes no rainfall, drought-like situation will be created in that eastern part or eastern Maidan region. So this is how it happens, the distribution of rainfall and also the different seasons of climate in Karnataka state. So now we have discussed in this chapter the first part, the climate, the meaning of climate and climatic seasons divided into 4. The first one is summer season, rainy season, retreating monsoon season and winter season. So highest temperature and lowest temperature, highest rainfall and lowest rainfall, and also distribution of rainfall is not even and also uncertain. So all these things we have discussed in this class. So now I would like to give you some questions. The first one is, the season with heavy rainfall is, so out of 100% of rainfall, in which season we get highest rainfall? Second is the month of summer season. So we have 4 seasons, each season in different months. Summer season from where to where, and winter season from where to where, retreating monsoon season where to where, and rainy season where to where. Here the question is the month of summer season. Which are the months fall under the summer season? Third one is, name the 4 seasons of Karnataka state. There are 4 seasons in Karnataka state. Which are the 4 seasons of the Karnataka state? And fourth one is, write a note on the rainy season in Karnataka. Write a note on the rainy season in Karnataka. These are the 4 questions. Be prepared and let's meet in the next class. So thank you. Sai Ram.